Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here and I've got some lovely shares for you. It's been a while but I've been busy in the background, and what I'm here today to share are cards and even more cards. And for this little video I have used the Grungy Floral Journal cards, which was a freebie probably 2 weeks ago. Absolutely glorious. There's been lots of projects made on Create with Scrimping Mummy, all of which are beautiful, and so I thought I would just make them into cards myself because I need cards for my little stash anyway. The next lot of cards I made were using the Autumn Gold, but the add-on collection, not the full collection. I do have both collections and they are both absolutely beautiful, but I wanted the cutouts for cards primarily. And then I have done the purple toned collage papers, 2 sheets, which were put up as a freebie on the Create with Scrimping Mummy group yesterday, this Friday. So that said, I'll introduce you to the cards. They're very simple, but nothing needs to be anything more than you want it to be. I've used my crystal coloured stickles because I absolutely adore it. I've done a little bit of heat setting, embossing in gold. I've added the little button at the top here and variously situated on the other cards, just to bring in that gold tone on the little banner and marry up with the mirror board behind the main mat for the little cards. The flowers and images, as always, are absolutely stunning. And I think the stickles just brings that out a little bit more. And to be truthful, I lined the cards as well, and they're top opening for a bit of a variation on a theme. But I quite like that. It means, you know, you've got that tent-fold appearance to the card, which works really well. And it's, like I say, something a little bit different, but still a card that's easy to utilise and put in the post. And this is the last one in that little series. I was wondering whether I ought to put something at the top here, but I wanted it to be about those beautiful flowers and that lovely vintage look, and just the overall prettiness of how the cards have come together and how they all look. And I am absolutely thrilled with all of them, as I'm sure you can tell. But for a little bit of inspiration, you know, you don't have to go the distance and spend hours and hours and hours. It's always nice to have some cards in your stash for sending out to people, so I've thoroughly enjoyed making these. Then I went on to do the Autumn Gold selection. I absolutely fell in love with this when Amanda put it out there as part of her latest kit, and it really is so joyful. It's autumnal, it's got all those lovely colours in it, and I think I've made some really pretty cards to support what Amanda has put together. So I've used the background paper here, fussy cut out this image, and it's one of the images that if you I printed it in portrait as opposed to landscape, which brought the size down a little bit, and it pleased me very much. I did the plaid background, the orange background, all just to keep that autumnal feel going. Used one of the little autumn sayings that Amanda put in the group, and I am just absolutely delighted with how this has come out. Again, the card is lined. It's just an ordinary, I think 6x6. Let me just check for you. Yeah, 6x6 roughly speaking, or 5.5 by 5.5, depending on where you come from. I don't know it entirely, but it's a squared card, and I've just rounded corners and so on to make it more appealing to the eye. And this is the same image again, but put together differently, and you can see just by matting and layering differently, it gives a whole new look to what is a beautiful, beautiful digital image. I used one of the ribbon bows here that came as part of the kit and just layered it up a little bit because I wanted a little bit of dimension on the card. And this one I think is probably my favourite, and it's because the colours are that little bit more muted, and it allows that central pattern just to jump off the page. This was a background page from the kit, and it already had this spree of leaves running around in the corner there, and it just seemed to fit that purpose beautifully. So that was those. And then I made some of the little cards that I love to make, again all lined, and just used from the cutouts available in the add-ons, these lovely, lovely images. Some of them I've decoupaged, but only at one layer, not at several. Some of them I've just used as they are and added wordage to it, but with the stickers and so on, they just do look so gorgeous. Another one here, Autumn Splendour. What better than a case of apples to take through the winter for all your apple cobblers and apple pies and that kind of thing. And I made two with the lorry because I really do like that. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This was one complete saying, and I just cut it apart to get the things that I wanted to say on the cards. And I think, you know, I am really very pleased with how they've all come about. And such a, I mean, you know, card making takes time. It's not something you can rush if you want them to come out nicely. There are lots and lots of variables these days and styles that you can accommodate, but there is something about just having the right images to work with that makes card making such a lovely, lovely pastime, and I truly have enjoyed using these. They've been just such fun to put together and to enjoy seeing come to life, so to speak. And then this is the last one. This one's a bit special, purely and simply because this image is absolutely stunning. This is the purple collage that was the freebie this Friday within the group. And this little girl, I don't know what it is. It's such an appealing image. It really is. She's very serene, very, very fresh looking. And the flower tribute in her hair is just gorgeous. I just love it. And then I did some extra collaging on the side here with the little stamp bit. Used another, there were 2 sheets in this freebie. And I used the background there then to add a format to the front image of the card, and then stickled a little bit just to keep it interesting. Not that it needs it, the images speak for themselves. And again, it's lined. And then I did a small one of the same little girl, but in stronger colours. You see the difference there. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you to Amanda for the freebies. Thank you for sharing this time with me. It's always a pleasure to bring what I make for Amanda's Digitals to my channel. I hope I've inspired and given you food for thought as always. Sometimes going back to the basic card making just gives your mojo a bit of a kickstart, gives immense satisfaction because they come together nicely and you don't have to worry about going back to it at another time to finish off. They are absolutely all complete, so what could be better? Take care everyone, happy crafting, bye bye for now.